Very good morning, students. Today I am going to start with Module 2 BJT applications, feedback amplifiers, and oscillators. So, what are the topics I am going to cover is BJT as an amplifier, BJT as a switch, and transistor switch circuit. Before going inside the topic, let us learn what are the DC and AC quantities used in defining a transistor as an amplifier. So here we'll be using the circuit quantities of current, voltage and resistance, as amplifier circuits have both DC and AC quantities. IB, IC and IE are the AC transistor currents, and VBE, VCB and VCE are the AC voltages from one transistor terminal to the another, and the AC voltages are VB, VC and VE, and these are the voltages with respect to the transistor terminal to the ground. So BJT as an amplifier, it is an important property of a transistor. What is amplification? Amplification is a process of linearly increasing the amplitude of an electrical signal. That is, we are going to make the transistor to work as an amplifier provided it is biased in the active region. So biasing in the sense, base emitter junction has to be forward biased and collector base junction is to be reverse biased. So here we have shown a circuit diagram where the transistor is made to be connected in common emitter mode and it is going to operate in active region. That is, the base and the emitter, we are going to apply a forward bias voltage with the help of an external bias voltage VBB and input AC voltage Vs as shown in the circuit diagram. So input is applied from a external voltage source, AC voltage source Vs, and the biasing is through VBB, which is applied to the base of the transistor via the base resistor RB. Whereas since it is in common emitter configuration, the emitter terminal is grounded and the collector terminal is supplied with a voltage source of VCC with the help of collector resistance RC. And you can observe the input voltage to the base of the transistor, it is represented as VB. And whatever the input AC voltage applied to the base of the transistor is drawn above the circuit diagram. So the input AC voltage, it is superimposed on the bias voltage VBB and it is shown in the form of a graph above the circuit diagram. As the transistor is operating in active region, the base emitter junction will be forward biased, thereby the collector base junction is under reverse bias, which will make the transistor to operate in active region. So thereby you can observe output across the collector terminal, which is amplified but it is inverted as shown in the right side of the circuit diagram. You can observe that the output at the collector terminal, it is an amplified waveform but it is inverted as shown there. So the collector current produces an AC voltage across the RC, thereby we will be getting an amplified but inverted reproduction of the input AC voltage as shown there. And coming to the calculation part of the voltage gain of the transistor, we have the AC base voltage VB as IE into RE dash, where IE represents the AC emitter current across the emitter terminal and RE dash represents the internal AC emitter resistance. And we can calculate the voltage across the collector terminal, which is represented as VC, which is equal to voltage drop across the collector resistance RC. Hence VC can be written as IC into RC. As the emitter current is almost approximately equal to the collector current, IC is equal to IE. Hence we can write the voltage gain across the collector terminal AV equal to VC divided by VB. And substituting the values for VC and VB and simplifying, we are getting AV is equal to approximately equal to IE RC divided by IE RE dash. So by cancelling IE, we are getting the gain as AV is equal to approximately equal to RC divided by RE dash. And this is the equation for the voltage gain of the amplifier. And if you observe the voltage gain of the amplifier, it depends on the resistance RC and RE dash. And the voltage gain does not depend on any other parameters. And I can say that the amplifier this particular circuit amplifies the input voltage, and the amplification factor is RC divided by RE dash. Thus this circuit acts as an amplifier. So we have a problem statement here with respect to the same topic, BJT as an amplifier. So what is the problem statement here is determine the voltage gain and AC input voltage as shown in the figure below if the RE dash is equal to 50 ohms. So we have a circuit diagram which is acting as a where the transistor is going to act as an amplifier circuit, and as already discussed, the voltage gain is approximately equal to RC divided by RE dash. RC is given as 1 kilo ohms and RE dash is given as 50 ohms. So AV is equal to 1K divided by 50, we are getting as 20. And what about the AC input voltage? The AC output voltage. The AC output voltage, it is taken across the collector terminal, which is written as Vout, which is equal to the gain multiplied by the input voltage to the transistor. So input voltage to the transistor is VB, which is also given as 100 millivolt. So AV into VB, that is 20 into 100 millivolt, we are getting as 2 volt. So the next major application of transistor is it is going to act as a switch. So when used as an electronic switch, this BJT is normally operated alternatively in cutoff and saturation region. That is, we need to operate the transistor in cutoff, then saturation, again in cutoff and then saturation. So here the circuit diagram given shows the operation of BJT as a switch. So we have a transistor which is connected in common emitter mode. So the emitter terminal is grounded and input is given to the base of the transistor via the base resistor RB. So initially the transistor is made to operate in cutoff region so that it acts as a open switch. So for this case the input voltage will be 0 volt. If input voltage is 0, there will not be any base current. Hence, we have written IB is equal to 0. So, when there is no input base current, output current is also 0. Hence, the collector current IC is also 0. So, the voltage drop across the collector emitter terminal will be equal to VCC. That is, it acts as an open circuit. Hence, the equivalent circuit diagram is drawn next to the circuit diagram, where it is shown that there is a open switch between the collector and the emitter terminal. And coming to the closed switch, we need to operate the transistor in the saturation mode. So for that we have to bias the transistor. So the transistor is biased with the help of the bias voltage V, which is applied to the base of the transistor. So this bias voltage is enough to make the transistor to operate in saturation region. Hence the bias, external input bias voltage make the transistor to operate in saturation region. Hence there will be flow of base current and collector current. So as there is a flow of collector current across the collector terminal, the potential between the collector and the emitter will be 0 and it will be very less. So collector current flows. So it will act as a closed switch. So what are the conditions for the cutoff is, in cutoff region, the transistor is going to be acting as a closed switch. So whereas the base emitter junction, it should not be forward biased. And as it is operating in the cutoff region, all the currents, it is going to be ideally 0, and the voltage drop across the collector emitter terminal, it will be equal to VCC. Hence VC can be written as equal to VCC. VCE is equal to VCC. And what are the conditions for the transistor to operate in saturation region is we need to forward bias the base emitter junction. So this base emitter junction should be enough in order to uh, it should be such that there should be enough base current to produce a maximum collector current provided the transistor is in saturation region. Hence we can write the formula for the saturation current as IC sat is equal to VCC minus VCE divided by RC. As VCE is very small, as we know the VCE will be equal to 0.7 volt by when compared to VCC, VCE is very less. So we can neglect VCE and we can write IC is equal to VCC divided by RC. And whereas the minimum value of base current which is needed to produce the saturation also we need to calculate. So we can write the base current as in terms of the collector current and the gain factor beta. So IB minimum is equal to IC saturation divided by beta DC. So this IB base current should be significantly greater than IB minimum to ensure that the transistor is operating in the saturation region. Thereby we can make the transistor to work as a switch provided it is operated alternately between cutoff and saturation region. So this is about the application of BJT as a switch. Let us continue in the next video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.